this video, I'm going to show you how to change the oil in this Volkswagen Jetta. Let's get into it. With a drain bucket underneath, you want to take the drain plug out. Use a 19mm socket. Loosen up the drain plug. And drain the oil. Take the drain plug, you want to replace the seal on that, so take that off, put a new seal on it. You can put that back in. And we're going to torque that to 22 foot-pounds. You can wipe the excess. Use some brake parts cleaner. Now we're going to take this cover off. There may be some screws and bolts holding this on. This vehicle doesn't have any, but you want to pop those covers, and there should be a 10mm nuts on all of those. Take those out, and then this just slides up. Now we're going to take the oil filter cap off. This is a 74mm to 76mm oil filter cap wrench that we're going to use. Slides on there. Loosen this up. It's not on there very tight, which is okay. That's the way it should be. And pull the filter out. Now we're going to take the oil filter out of the cap. Take off the O-ring. Just use a pick. There's one right here. Just slide it off, just like that. Take the new O-ring and slide it on. You want it back in that same groove, right there, all the way around. And there's a small O-ring right here. You want to take that off. Right there, just get under there with a pick. Pull that off. Take the new one and slide it over and put that in the same groove as well. That's all set. Take the new oil filter and slide that in place. That's good. You want to just make sure there's some oil on the O-rings. If you have some new oil, put the new oil on. I'm sure it's probably pretty wet from the old oil, and that's fine. Now we can reinstall this and slide it back in position. Let's go nice and slow. Just watching the O-ring, making sure it doesn't pop out. Looks good all the way around. Now I'm going to torque this to 18 foot-pounds. All right, that's good. Not too tight. Pull that off. Now we can put the cover back on, just line it up. If you have those nuts or screws, you want to put those in now and tighten those down. Now I'm going to use a funnel and add the appropriate synthetic oil. We're using 5W30. You can also use 5W40 depending on your temperature and the area that you live in. Pull the funnel out, put the cap back on. We're just going to start it, let it run for about 15 seconds, and then shut it down. So it ran for 15 seconds. Now we let it sit for about a minute and then pull the dipstick out and wipe it off with a clean rag. Push it back in, wait 5 seconds, pull it out. And we want to see right in between those hash marks, preferably close to the top, just like we are. And if it's not in those hash marks, adjust accordingly. And wipe it off and put the dipstick back in, and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.